Hey, welcome. MarshaunO here, your favorite life and relationship strategist. And I help Christian women that are married or in long-term relationships to stop feeling disconnected and unloved and shift you to feeling heard, understood, and appreciated. Now, I want to invite all of you who are struggling with feeling connected, who are struggling with feeling heard, understood, and appreciated within your relationship to sign up for your free 30-minute coaching conversation. The link is up above, and after this, I will link it down below. So if you are struggling with anything, if you have any questions, if you have any scenarios that you want to run by your favorite life and relationship strategist, me, then go ahead and sign up for your free 30-minute coaching conversation. Now, I am going to be speaking from my book, Reignite Your Relationship by 7X. Again, that is Reignite Your Relationship by 7X. Hey, Dree, I see you. How you doing? Good to have you here. Okay, so I'm speaking from my book today, and I really want to talk about disrespect and how to put your disrespectful ways behind you, especially in your relationship. And so I want to start off reading a passage from my book here, and it talks about this very topic, which is where I'm getting the information from today. Again, from my book, Reignite Your Relationship by 7X. Pick up your copy on Amazon. So here we go. Here's the thing. Sharing your feelings, both good and bad, with family and friends is a natural thing. However, expressing these feelings should never be at the expense of your spouse's feelings and them feeling unloved as well as disrespected. Once the respect starts to get lost, it is harder to recover from that loss, further destroying the relationship. Now, here's a way to reset the environment by removing the negative energy. By simply telling a joke during the argument. Yes, rock with me. I understand some people are like, telling a joke when I'm mad. Yes, this is a way to reset the environment. Or have your spouse laugh at something, especially when you're mad. I mean, this could be anything, right? To reset the environment. It will help to lighten the mood and let you both temporarily focus on something less important, reducing the stress levels of each party that's involved. And finally, the couples that practice telling a joke during an argument stay in their relationship longer and are happier versus those that do not do this. Now, here are a few ways to put your disrespectful ways behind you for good. So the first thing is literally to stop. Stop what you're doing and think before you speak. And the question that you should be asking yourself, is this disrespectful, or can it be taken as disrespect from my spouse? Like, literally stop and think before you speak. Because when you're stopping, when you're thinking, you have a better opportunity to rephrase or to not say that thing at all, because you understand that your tongue is very powerful and can actually tear down your spouse. You don't want to tear down your spouse, right? So your tongue is very powerful. Hey, cuz, I see you. The second thing is, how will you feel if he or she actually says that same thing to you? So while you're thinking, while you're stopping, while you're pausing before you speak, think, will this thing actually hurt his feelings? Will it hurt his feelings? Will you say this thing in front of him or her? Or can you only get away with saying these things behind his or her back? Right? So if you have to do all of these or any of these, then you know what you're saying shouldn't be said. You already know that, right? So don't allow these things to come into your life. You are inviting them into your life. You're inviting them into your relationship, right? You have the power to stop being disrespectful at any moment. It's all a choice. It's all in how you are deciding to show up. Right? So the third thing is literally to be the example. Be the example in your relationship. Be the leader in your relationship when it comes to you deciding not to be disrespectful on purpose. Right? So be the example. Do not throw him or her under the bus when your friends start going down the rabbit hole of trashing their spouse. Now, you know, and I know, have been around situations and around friends, family members, girls, right? Just being with your girls or being with your guys. And then you start to bash the other party. Well, you be the example. Don't do that. Don't throw your spouse under the bus because he or she is not there to hear you in that moment. Be the leader, be the example in your friend circle, in your family circle, in the woman's circle, in the men's circle, and actually quiet that stuff down, because it does not help with any of the viewpoints that you are having about your spouse, especially when you guys are in a bad place. But if you make a conscious decision to shut that rhetoric down when it comes to man bashing or women bashing, right? Now you're becoming the leader. It probably won't go over well, especially if you used to participate when these things happen. However, you can change at any moment. Again, everything that you do in your life is a choice. You can choose to walk away. You can choose to shut that stuff down. You can choose to actually speak life into your spouse, whether they deserve it in that moment or not. It's all a choice. Everything that you do in life is a choice. Even though you say, well, you know what? He pissed me off today. No, you pissed off because you pissed off. Nobody can control your feelings but you, sis. Nobody can control your feelings but you, bruh. Only you. Renee, I see you watching. What's up? Haven't heard from you in a long time. Anyway, so yes, only you can control you. It doesn't matter what your spouse says. Doesn't matter what your spouse does. Yes, we want them to show up. Yes, we want them to be good. We want them to be better. We want them to always be respectful. But here's the thing. We also know that that doesn't happen all the time. Hey, Joseph, I see you. It doesn't happen all the time. So be the example for all of your friends, all your family. The fourth thing is to find ways to talk your spouse up and not tear them down, especially when you're mad at them. Find ways to talk them up, because what you focus on is the very thing that you're going to think about your spouse. So if you're focusing on the negative part that they played or the negativity that they're always bringing, then guess what? You're going to start to or either continue to view them in a negative light. So why not flip the switch and start looking at them as this positive being, this positive person, or all of the things that they bring to the relationship in a positive manner. Because again, what you focus on is what you will continue to see more and more of. And if you're focusing on the positive, you will see a lot of positivity about your spouse. But on the flip side of that, if you are focusing on the negative, then you will continue to see the negative about your spouse as well. The fifth thing is, do not use sex as a weapon. This is a big no-no. Many men, and I know that that's usually for women, but men do this too, okay? Many men and women still want sex even after an argument, right? Don't use it as a weapon. This is a way that you are connecting with one another, right? This is where you are building some of the intimacy. This is not all of the intimacy, but this is where some of the intimacy within your relationship occurs. So don't use it as a weapon, because this is the way you show love toward each other and the way that they actually want to stay connected to you, as I just mentioned. So the sixth thing on how to put your disrespectful ways behind you for good is to apologize when something occurs. Notice that I didn't say if it occurs, because there's going to always be something that you are going to mess up doing. It's always going to be something that your spouse is going to mess up doing to you. But you have to take responsibility for where you're at in your life, especially in your love life, and be able to man up, be able to woman up, and actually apologize for the things that you have done, the things that you have said, the things that you have not done, the things that you have forgotten. Just literally taking responsibility is where it's at. Now, the real question is, have you been disrespectful to your spouse and then you didn't even realize it? Like, have you talked to your friends or your family about how horrible or how lazy your spouse is when they are not around? Have you yelled or screamed at them for no reason? Have you taken your frustrations out on him or her for no reason at all? Right? Called them out of their name. Told them how stupid they were. All of these are acts of being disrespectful. And if you find yourself being disrespectful, then correct your behavior and keep moving the relationship forward in a healthy way, because being disrespectful will create more distance between you and your spouse. So stay clear of this behavior at all costs. Is it always going to occur? No, because especially if you have been doing these things already, especially if your innate response is to be disrespectful. It is going to take you a minute, a while to change things around. However, you can change things around. It's all up to you. Again, I was reading from my book today, Reignite Your Relationship by 7X. You can go ahead and pick up your copy on Amazon today. And as I mentioned, if you are having any type of relationship issues and you want to speak to your beautiful life and relationship strategist, then go ahead and click the link up above and sign up for your free 30-minute coaching conversation. I love you guys. There's nothing that you can do about it. And I will be here to see you next Wednesday, same time. All right now. Bye.